Have you ever felt that, in the effort to please others, something within you got lost? That feeling of emptiness, which seems to whisper quietly that something isn't right, is a sign that your vital energy is being diverted from its true flow. We live in a world that constantly asks us to be everything to everyone while silencing our inner voice. But what if there was a way to reconnect with your authenticity, to find freedom and enthusiasm in simply being who you are? This journey is not about transforming into something new, but about rediscovering who you have always been, and believe me, it starts with a simple but revolutionary act. Looking within. Imagine Sophia, a young woman who, over the years, shaped her life to please others at work. She was the first to take on extra tasks. Even when she was exhausted at home, she avoided conflicts by saying yes to everything. But one night, after a particularly tough day, she looked into the mirror and asked herself, "Who am I beyond all of this?" It was the beginning of her journey to reconnect with her essence. Have you ever caught yourself looking in the mirror and thinking, "Who am I really?" This seemingly simple question is a portal to a deep and transformative journey in a world full of masks and expectations. Discovering our true essence requires courage, curiosity, and, above all, honesty with ourselves. It's not just about what we do or how we present ourselves, but about the vital energy that moves us, that energetic flow that defines our authenticity and connects us to the universe. Let's explore this together. First, understand that the need to please is a deeply rooted survival mechanism. Since childhood, we've learned that acceptance brings safety. Our parents, teachers, and friends rewarded us with approval when we followed their expectations. However, this conditioning, if left unchallenged, can become an invisible prison. To break free from this cycle, ask yourself, what choices in my life are being made to please others and not myself? Take a moment each day for self-reflection. It could be writing in a journal or simply contemplating your recent decisions. Recognizing this pattern is the first step in freeing your vital energy from external influence. Being authentic is a radical act, a break from patterns and conditioning that move us away from our essence. As Osho said, we are prisoners of our own beliefs. So, how can we begin to free ourselves? A good starting point is self-awareness. This doesn't just mean reflecting on who we are, but also embracing our shadows, our fears, and imperfections. Try setting aside some daily time for yourself. It could be 15 minutes of meditation, where you simply focus on your breathing, or writing in a journal about your deepest feelings and desires. Ask yourself, what really excites me? What fuels my vital energy? By exploring these questions, you begin to distinguish between what is genuine and what is imposed. Additionally, cultivating authenticity is an act of courage. Imagine yourself as a river, flowing freely through the landscape. When you try to fit into external expectations, you build barriers that block your energy flow. These barriers may feel safe, but they end up draining your vitality. Freeing yourself means facing the fear of judgment and choosing to be true to yourself. A powerful practice for this is setting clear boundaries. Saying yes to others doesn't always mean being pleasant to ourselves. It's time to rethink. Try starting small, like refusing an invitation when you feel you need time for yourself. This simple act can transform your relationship with your vital energy. As you explore your essence, discover what truly excites you. The word enthusiasm comes from Greek and means to have a God within. For many, enthusiasm is confused with momentary excitement, but it's deeper. It's that inner spark that ignites when we are aligned with our purpose. Take time to ask yourself, what activities make me lose track of time? When do I feel most alive? Perhaps it's playing an instrument, gardening, or helping others. The secret is to do more of what energizes your soul. And don't be afraid to look at your shadows. We are taught to hide our imperfections, as if only our best version deserves to be seen. but what we call shadow is often an essential part of who we are. By embracing your fears and vulnerabilities, you discover they can be sources of power, not weakness. For example, if you fear failure, ask yourself, what is this fear trying to teach me? Maybe it's pointing to something that truly matters to you. When Sophia began confronting her fears, she realized that her biggest fear was disappointing others, but by questioning that fear, she discovered something surprising. The fear wasn't an enemy, but a signal of what was important for her to live a meaningful life, without losing herself in the desires of others. When we overly dedicate ourselves to helping or pleasing others, we are actually running away from ourselves, from our shadows, and from what we truly need to understand about ourselves. Inner freedom is also deeply connected to how we deal with the fear of judgment. Often, we wear masks to avoid rejection, but these masks pull us away from genuine connections and true inner peace. To overcome this fear, practice self-compassion. When you make a mistake, instead of criticizing yourself, ask, what can I learn from this? Cultivating a kind attitude toward yourself is a powerful step toward the freedom to be. And speaking of freedom, it's important to mention the role of conscious choices. True freedom isn't the absence of difficulties, but the ability to give meaning to challenges. For example, instead of seeing a problem as an obstacle, see it as an opportunity for growth. If a relationship is difficult, ask, what does this teach me about myself? This perspective transforms difficulties into stepping stones toward a more authentic life. Another crucial point is learning to value your own voice. We live in an era where approval is often measured in likes and followers. But your self-worth shouldn't be outsourced. Try this exercise. Spend a week without sharing something personal on social media, and see how you feel. Use this time to cultivate a deeper connection with yourself, without seeking external validation. Remember, enthusiasm and freedom go hand in hand. By freeing yourself from external expectations, you create space to live with more passion. Consider adopting a spiritual practice that helps nourish your energy flow, such as meditation or gratitude. A simple technique is to write down 3 things you are grateful for each night. This habit can transform your perspective, helping you see abundance in your life. Connection is another essential element in this journey. When you live authentically, you attract more meaningful relationships. But remember, real connections begin with vulnerability. Try sharing something that truly matters to you with someone you trust. You might be surprised by the depth of the bond this creates. However, being authentic is not always easy. It requires courage to face criticism and misunderstandings. Genuine love can only flourish where there is freedom. This also applies to self-love. When you truly love yourself, imperfections and all, you create space for others to love you authentically as well. Imagine yourself as a garden. The more you care for your inner flowers, the more vibrant the environment around you will be. Understand that your journey is yours alone, and no one else can walk it for you. Sometimes, this means letting go of old patterns and embracing uncertainty, but it's in this uncertainty that true freedom resides. Just like a river doesn't know exactly where it's going but trusts its path, you can also learn to flow with life. Remember that the freedom to be who you are is not a destination, but a continuous journey each day. You'll have opportunities to reconnect with yourself, rediscover your vital energy, and align your actions with your deepest values. Don't rush. Celebrate every small step forward. Freedom is not about perfection, but about authenticity and the courage to live according to your own truth. When you free yourself from the invisible chains that bind you, you will find that life becomes lighter, richer in meaning. It's not about living without fear or doubt, but about embracing them as part of the path. Your enthusiasm becomes a guide, and your vital energy a constant reminder that you are alive. And here's the secret. This process of self-discovery never ends. It's like a book you write every day, with each choice, each thought, each act of courage. So, why not start now? Take a pen, a piece of paper, or just a moment of silence, and ask yourself, who do I want to be today? The next chapter is waiting for you. Don't miss the next episode of our personal transformation journey. If this content resonated with you, leave a comment below, share your experiences, and tell us how you plan to apply these ideas. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell to receive more transformative content. Thank you for watching and see you next time.